Hey there, YTPC. It's your boy Cosmo, Cat Dad Piper, coming at you today with another tobacco tasting. And today we're going to be trying Cornell and Diehl's small batch Carolina Red Flake with Perique. Now, just gave it a Charlite, and I've got my Savinelli 673 Dolomiti ready to go. And a little disclaimer as always, this is a tobacco tasting. Not a review. This is just what I taste, the aromas I get. If you find yourself interested in this tobacco after my tasting, recommend checking out other reviews, whether it be from the seller's site, if it's still available even. Checking out tobaccoreviews.com and other YTPC members, of course, who have tried this tobacco. So we'll go to True Light. Up front, I will say the tobacco is a nice chunky flake. Breaks down very easily. Straight out of the tin, it is the perfect moisture. Just very, very slightly moist. Dry but not dried out. It's a beautiful brown flake. And the Virginia smells fantastic. Smells of natural hay, natural tobacco. You get a little bit of sweetness, maybe a hint of spice, very hint. But the sweetness from the tin almost reminds me of like some sort of stone fruit or a dark fruit. So maybe like a plum. Really pleasant. Let me give this a little bit better light. Give you some initial thoughts on the start of the bowl. As with most Cornell and Diehl's, it lights very easy. Say the ease of the lighting kind of depends on how much further you break down the flake. So up front, I get a very nice medium bodied as far as thickness in your mouth. Smoke. A nice full flavored taste. It tastes like really good tobacco, Virginia. And you kind of get the woodsy, but more in the way of hay. There is a lot of sweetness. Well, not a lot of sweetness. There's a distinct sweetness there. But it's nothing like cloying or overbearing. But it's pleasant. It's inviting. I do get a lot of spice, just kind of on the tip of the tongue. Not very peppery, maybe more so clove or nutmeg, maybe. Like the heat you would get from that, but not quite the flavor that you would get from clove or nutmeg. I don't know why I'm having a hard time keeping a slip today. So, again, just a terrific mouthfeel. Kind of lightly coats your mouth. Lets you know it's there, but it's not punching in the face. Retro Hill, you're going to get more spice. Kind of tickles the nose hairs. Spice on the Retro Hill is very familiar. But I'd say it's a balance between almost floral and baking spices. What I'm going to do is put this on a brief hold, or pause rather, and get through the bowl, smoke through it some more, come back with any additional thoughts I may have and my final thoughts on it. While I'm doing that, if you haven't, go ahead, click subscribe, and let me know what you're smoking it in. Be back in just one moment. And we're back. Thank you for sticking through this review. Been at it for several minutes. Coming up, I'm on the last third of a bowl. As far as the first part of the video, I had a hard time getting it lit or keeping it lit. I think I was just talking too much. So it does take a little bit early on to get that heat management. But mid-bowl, this pipe was smoking like Vesuvius. It just became a nice medium full body. Same flavor notes I gave before. Although the perique is definitely coming out more. The little pepperiness is kind of like dancing on your tongue. But now I'm on the last third of the bowl. Perique's calmed down a little bit. The Retro Hill's smoothed out. The Retro Hill's immensely pleasant on the last part of the bowl. I will say I haven't had a lot of experience with Virginias or Vapors. I've had 3 of them now since I've tried this one. And so far, this is my favorite. It's a great smoking vapor if you're into that. Since it was a small batch release, you may not be able to get your hands on any. But I believe this was out of, I think, 15,000. So there might be some in circulation, or if you know a guy, I'd recommend checking it out. This is definitely right up there with From Beyond for me for different reasons. But if they brought this back next year as a small batch release, I would probably definitely try to get my hands on 2 to 3, maybe 4 tins if I could afford it at the time. It's a great all-day smoker. It gives you lots of flavor, but it's not aromatic. It gives you the full body that you want from an English, but you're not going to get the like roasted or toasted or like more darker tones, I guess you would say. If this were readily available, I would probably have this in my regular rotation. It's an all-around great tobacco. Like I said, this is just my thoughts and my tasting. If it sounds interesting to you, I would maybe first see if it's available anywhere, and then I'd do your research. But I'm going to end it there. I think I can give this maybe one more relight to finish off the bowl. Hope you're having a good time whenever you find this. And as always, thanks for watching. Really, I do mean it. I appreciate all you guys who subscribe. I love all the comments and your generosity and support. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? If you want to see my other tobacco reviews, I do have a playlist posted on my channel page. And as always, God bless, and we'll see you soon.